Aloha, it's Justin Brackett again at Uloha. Today we're in store. We're right in front of our shoe wall. We got some awesome Ultras and Solomons and lots of great stuff, but those are just the shoes that carry you. You know, the shoes are important, but it's got to be in you to get out there and go, right? So today we've got in store Sergio Florian. Sergio is a mastermind of movement. He gets out there, he goes all the time. So you know, he inspires so many. He inspires me to get back into ultra running and stuff.
Running day.
I'm signed up for the Barclay Fall Classic.
This is my element.
That's going to be awesome. Super fun. So that's just 38 miles, and this guy's going long distance. So I've already said your name, but who are you? And tell us about, you know, Sergio.
Yeah, my name is Sergio. I am a physical therapist. Foremost, a father, a husband. Those are my priorities. And then I'm also a physical therapist. I moved to the islands in 2007. And I started working with spinal cord and neuro population, people suffering from conditions that really limit their movement.
Oh, wow.
And so when I got out of rehab hospital, working there, I saw a need for people to get more exercise, more movement when they would go home. They would leave the hospital in a wheelchair and not get any movement, not get any therapy. And so I saw a need, and so that's where I kind of started working with that population. And the whole movement is life principle or mantra came from that, is me observing people not being able to move. And yeah,
appreciate it, right? Like,
yeah, and it makes it's a privilege to move. And so I saw the need, and so my job is I'm basically like a movement facilitator for people that have a hard time moving. If you can't get up and stand up, I will help you. I will like physically help you to stand up. I'll physically help you to walk. And so movement is life has been our mantra. And that's what I do. I'm a physical therapist. I love running and I love sport, endurance sports. I got into that when I moved to Hawaii. Just the weather here is so conducive, you know, and right. I came here to surf, but the whole endurance side of things kind of took over for me. Sure. And so, yeah, that's briefly where I'm at. I have my own business called Wellness Neuro, and we're based out of St. Francis. We also have mobile services that go to people's homes. So
St. Francis, where is that located?
It's right above, it's in Nuuanu Valley.
Nuuanu, okay.
It's right by the Kuakini Hospital as well. It's on Liliha Street. So
do you take clients, like people that are looking to, you know, get better at, you know, movement in general, or do you just have your patients that you care for, and you know, how does that work?
I always take new clients. My services are a little bit unique because I don't like to take insurance, medical insurance. Sure. I'm looking for people that wanna get better, and they're willing to, they value the services that I provide, and we go through great lengths to make sure that they succeed. And it's a private, it's a very boutique kind of private service. Sure. That we offer, and we don't take medical insurance because there's just too many limitations with that. Sure. The paperwork, the waiting around for approvals. By then, people kind of regress. So movement is life, and I just preach that to my clients every day, and that's what gets people better, is that consistent movement.
Absolutely. So, you gotta get after it every day, right?
Yeah, yeah. And so
do something.
Places like your shop here is a movement like center, because everything in here motivates people to move. You got new shoes, you're gonna want to move. You got new socks, you're gonna move, right?
And show them off. Absolutely.
But you know, when you surround yourself with the right people, the right equipment, you're gonna move, like we were just talking about.
And you do have to make it comfortable. Like I'm looking at sole insoles over here, and you know, I think it was you that was dealing with some plantar fasciitis.
Yeah, that helped me great. I ran Hurt 100 in 2018 with the soles, with the cork.
And it helped, right?
The cork, yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, reduce that pain, be able to continue to move. You know, it's so important that you take care of yourself.
The sole has the foot has 3 separate arches, and that one addresses all 3 arches, including the metatarsal and the transverse arch, which is like a big one, which is right in the middle of your foot that people don't pay attention to a lot of the times. But
easy to neglect.
And so that helped my foot relax in the shoe completely, and it just took pressure off the plantar fasciitis. It helped. Man. I appreciate you like coming at like calling me in here and be like, hey, sir, here, try this and try these shoes. And you know, anytime someone's having an injury, I tell them, hey, try something else. Like, try a different shoe, try a different heel raise, try, you know, but keep moving, you know.
Funny story about that hurt race, and I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I was actually in that race with you, as you know. And we were running
of course.
Together.
I'll never forget.
The first 8 miles, you know, it was me, you, and Gary, and a few others, Bree, and a bunch of them, you know, just bombing down Huilama into Manoa. You know, it was a big group still, and we're about to head out, and we all do head out. So we're heading out, and I get about a mile out, and all of a sudden I get this alert.
Oh, that's right.
That was to the falls, and I get this alert. I was running with me.
I was there too. I was right almost at the falls too.
Dude, I was like showing. I was like, oh gosh, you know, inbound missile. What's going on?
I know.
This is not a test. And I showed Gary, and I was like, Gary, man, we got to go back or something. You know, there's an inbound missile. He says, what? And I said, look, it's an inbound missile. He's like, I don't have my glasses. I can't read that.
That was unreal. That was
and
unreal.
He just keeps running.
He's
up
like,
the
I
trail.
don't care. That guy, he was in mean shape for that. Gary was in crazy shape.
So I ran back to, you know, Paradise Park.
Yeah.
Becca was sitting there, you know, helping me through. She was like one of my support. And so I was like, oh, she's back there. I ran back. You know, I tried to call, but all the systems were all tied up at the time. So anyway, I ran all the way back there, and then they made us stay there. And, you know, they waited until after the missile thing was
we lost
over
a lot of time
before they sent us back out. I think I might have been closer to you. That was back when you were really getting into the long distances.
That year was a really slow year for me because I took poles with me.
Oh, don't make me feel that bad.
No.
I thought I was doing pretty good. I was like,
no, you were ahead of me probably. I don't know, man. I was like dead. I was like dead last.
No, I was definitely behind you.
I had 33 hours.
Hey, there you go. Absolutely. No, that was super fun. I was like, if they hadn't held me for 30 minutes there, would I have been up there with Gary and Sergio?
There's something special about sharing a 100-mile race together and the hurt race.
Yeah.
I have so much respect for anyone that's towed the line and also, you know, finished it.
Oh, dude.
Like yourself. And like when you say, oh, the person's a hurt finisher, like, oh, okay, that person's a hurt finisher.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
you know, there's something to be said about that. Yeah.
We never know our limits until we try.
Yeah.
You know, and that leads me to thinking of your huge thing that you just did recently. You ran all the way around the island of Oahu. And you didn't just run all the way around the island of Oahu. You did it in one day. You did it super fast, fastest known time. Way to go.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, like I saw that it had been done, and it was always in the back of my mind to want to do that. It was a challenge that was always there. And then I mentioned it to my coach and also my mentor, Victor, and he said, well, you can do it. And you could do it in 24 hours. I was like, what? He's like, my calculations, the guy's like full on like scientist, right? He's like, my calculations say, yep, 24 hours. And I, you know, I took that and ran with it. And literally, and even the media got a hold of it. So, and they said, oh yeah, he's gonna break the record and he's gonna do it in under 24 hours, you know. Hard to sleep the night before, something like that. Or the week before, I should say.
Did you taper? Did you, you know, take that week off?
The training leading up to it was, the biggest run I did was 40 miles. And it was from Kaena, from stadium to Kaena. And then, but yeah, like we tapered hard because that's a big distance. So you taper a long time for a big distance.
You put your body through a lot.
Yeah, so you really got to come into it fresh. A lot of people don't realize that putting in like long runs every weekend takes a toll on your body. So we didn't do that. Like we did a lot of speed work to lengthen the stride length and to get me more efficient at the slower pace. So it was about being efficient. It wasn't about speed. And so that's why I was able to do like 9-minute miles for like 100 miles or something like that, you know? Like, I was like so stoked that I was like, it's 100 miles and I'm still moving. Look at this, until I locked up. But you know, the cold got to me, the rain, and you were there.
With you, man.
That's right.
Golly,
this guy came out. Yeah, this guy came out and ran, and it was amazing. Remember the DJ?
Oh,
DJ
yeah.
Nate with the truck.
Totally.
And so,
had it, like opened up, blasting.
Yeah, we had music, and it was like 2 in the morning in the middle of, you know, nowhere. But I saw people out there.
Mokuleia.
What blew me away about the whole experience was Aloha.
Yeah.
And Aloha is like, to me, is helping others. That's Aloha to me, and showing that you want to help. And the people in Waianae were amazing. Like, it was maybe the time of the day I came through, it was like perfect evening time. But they had parties out there, like Sergio party. Let's go cheer this guy on. It was lights, conches, like everything. Like I was in tears, man. I was blown away at the support, and the whole island kind of came together.
That does it though, doesn't it? When you know that people are out there for you, it sort of helps you walk on you're running on a cloud at that point.
Well, that was the reason I not only put pressure on myself, I said, I'm gonna do this, but also I sought the help of the community and all my friends, as many people as could help me as possible, because I knew that with the right support, we're only as good as our support, and we cannot, even though it was a solo effort, like it was definitely not, I can't attribute it to just me. Victor was there on the bike handing me stuff. The Pacers were incredible. Chet with his car, and
so many people came together.
It was insane. Yeah.
True Oahu.
It was unreal. Yeah.
It's amazing.
The spirit of Aloha was right there. Yeah.
So what's the next big step? I hear you're going to Maui.
So yeah.
Over there?
So there's another challenge that's been set. Now my mentality is you have to challenge yourself. You have to do something that scares you. And my wife's kind of getting sick of this, but she's like, what's the next thing?
Oh, sorry, Diane.
But Malia Caruso, who has the record for the West Maui Loop, invited me to, well, she kind of said, hey, you should come and run this. And there's no male record right now, so I'm not really going there. I'm going there to set like a standard. I think someone will come and probably smash it, but yeah.
I gotta get back in.
Whatever time I get, it'll be the fastest male time.
Yeah,
so, but I'm shooting. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna tell you my plan, and that's I want to do it in 8 hours, perhaps under 8 hours.
Wow.
The whole loop.
Amazing.
So that's like the goal in the back of my head. I'm not afraid to fail.
Hey.
I'm just gonna call it like it is, and if I fail, I gave it my best shot, and you know, so that's how I'm approaching this. And
I love it that you're moving as much as you possibly can. Every stage of life, just keep moving, pushing further. That's awesome.
It can be stressful. Yeah, like there's a lot going on, like with business, well, family business and the running.
How motivational is it for you to run long distances like that when you work with people that can't? You know, that you're helping try to get any of their...
What carries over is that mentality, because I got young guys, they're like in their 20s, I got a guy who's been working with me for years, and he started walking.
That's amazing.
And he's 25, and he's walking now. And so now it becomes an endurance thing like me. We got to get you more efficient. Your heart rate needs to go down when you walk.
Right.
Like all the same things. And so they're inspired, like if they say, oh, Sergio's going out on a 10-mile run. He's like, whoa, 10 miles. Yeah. And I'm walking 10 feet. But hey, that doesn't matter. Like to you, that was your 10-mile effort. This is my effort. That's your effort. It's movement, and it's beautiful to see it. And what I do kind of carries over to them. And the ones that like really are into what I do, they're getting inspired, and they're doing great in their therapy. Like I don't know, I figured if it works, you know, and if I give up, I feel like they're gonna give up. So like I don't give up. You know, that's like they're my motivation kind of.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh yeah. Well, Sergio Florian.
Thanks for having me.
When are you running Maui?
June 5th, and I'm gonna post the link so people can follow live. And you're gonna be there, right?
Oh, dude, I'm coming.
Maybe
over, for sure.
Yeah. Oh,
I'll be out there. Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome, man.
I'll run with you if I can keep up.
I remember meeting you. I think we met at a really bad point in a like the Peacock, I think, or somewhere where I was just like, oh my God, I'm dying, you know, and like, but just yeah, like, but just talking it out and like suffering together, you know, we've suffered together, so this is gonna be one of those. I'm hoping to like just, you know, finish strong. That would be beautiful, and we're gonna start at 3 a.m.
Okay.
So we're gonna do the hot part first, and then hit the hills, hit the most beautiful part by sunrise. There also happens to be a race there.
Oh gosh.
Like a little race.
You'll be passing.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey guys. So it'll be fun at 6 a.m. in Kapalua. I mean, that would be a good start.
Signed up for that.
I'm gonna call the race director and be like, hey, I'm passing through here.
That'd be so fun.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So last things, make sure that we get everything in. This is Uloha. We're at 515 Ward Avenue. Come by, you know, find the gear that you need to get out there. That's our mantra. Get in here to get out there. That's why we have the store here. Tell us all about your stuff. What's your Instagram? What's your Facebook? How do we find you?
I'm at Wellness PT on Instagram.
Okay.
I'm Sergio Florian on Facebook. I'm pretty easy to find, and I post a lot of stories. I'm like a story dude. And so if you want to follow, and it's all about, mostly about my training.
Shoot.
Because I feel like it inspires people to get out there. So like if I'm posting about my run or where I'm at, Hawaii is just so beautiful. So I'm always like, check this out, check that out. You know, like I appreciate the beauty, and my phone cannot capture the beauty. I'm just trying to like give a glimpse.
Totally.
So tune in. I don't know. It's fun.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Sergio.
Okay.